Think Paddle Your Own Canoe is your first book, right?
Yeah.
To me, it's a philosophy book in a lot of ways. And I would think to be able to write a book, it's one thing to have a philosophy, it's another thing to be able to articulate it. And like, what was that process like for you?
I had this organic thing happen when Parks and Rec started. Colleges began to invite me to appear as though I were a stand-up. And I said, let's book it. There's some things I want to say to the young people. And so I wrote this show, which became American Ham, which is like my first humorist special. And I just had an absolute light bulb where I thought, you know, there's a ton of stories that I couldn't fit into this 90-minute show that I think are great cautionary tales, stories in which I'm a jackass. And so I wrote up a proposal, and it was born of that first show. And so I certainly, as an artist, that's kind of my constant mission. I look around the country today, and it's easy to be completely partisan and be red or blue and just call the other side an asshole. But it occurred to me around the time of my second book that that's not doing us any good. We'll never gain anything from that. And I began to think maybe it's something we're being sold in this consumerist time, that maybe the people in charge are perfectly happy to keep us blindly watching Fox News or The Daily Show or John Oliver, so that we're just like, you're an asshole, and we all vote, and meanwhile, they're destroying the planet.
Yeah.
And I still get a lot of angry responses. And I say, well, okay, I failed in reaching these people because the choir that I'm preaching to, they agree with me. I don't need to convince them to be nicer to gay people or whatever, you know, my issue is.
Sure.
It's a constant thing, like how can I make everybody laugh and get across what I think is just simply decent without alienating the people who I'm trying to like bring over to the side of just simple.
You don't want to speak just to your tribe, in other words.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be easier. I mean, I'm always reminding myself, don't let things get you so mad that you let the animal out, you know? Ultimately, we'd like for all mankind is like, hang on.
Yeah,
How can we figure out this Apple situation without blowing each other up, you know?